Hello, how are you? We are going to present a tool to analyze data. We present AUDIT.AI, a tool to do data analysis in a friendly and orderly way without writing code. This tool generates the code in Python and is 100% compatible with Python. Before starting, you can check Excel full upload to be able to upload all the sheets of an Excel file. If you do not have this mark, only the first sheet will be loaded. First, you can upload files with data from various sources, such as Excel, PDF, CSV, JSON, and plain text, among others. Now, we are going to load 3 Excel files: invoices, lines, and payments. Our objective is to relate the 3 tables and recalculate the total amount of the invoices based on the product lines, and also taking into account the invoices that have had payments. We open the 3 files. Then, we group the lines table by the invoice number, adding the amount field, and obtaining the results in a new table. How do we merge the invoices and lines tables? Selecting both tables in the left panel and clicking on Compatibility. The compatibility function helps us identify the relationship between the fields of the 2 tables to perform the crossover between both tables. Then we select the fields through which I want to cross, choosing with a double click between left, right, inner, outer, or no merge. Finally, to obtain the result of the merge in a new table, we click on the Merge button. We carry out the same compatibility analysis and merge process between lines, invoices, and payments. Now we continue analyzing the data, and we are going to create a field in the resulting table LINES-INVOICES payments. We are going to use this field to obtain the difference between the total field of the invoice and the sum obtained when the lines grouping was done. When creating a field, we can assign it a value resulting from the calculation of several fields and establish conditions for the field values. In our case, we create a new field called DIF for the differences. In these fields, we perform the operation of the total invoices, the summed amount of lines. It is worth mentioning that in the value field, the system suggests the fields of the table, and with the point I can obtain what operations I can do on each field. Once the field data is complete, clicking Do it creates the new field. Then we generate a new condition for the same field. The conditions can be seen by clicking on the Condition button. Once an existing condition is selected, you can update it, create a new one from it, or delete the condition. We generate a new condition with this filter, and a value is new is generated for records less than 100. In the same way, we create a field called Important to mark as important when the difference is greater than 100. To do this, in the upper right panel, we apply filtering operations, for example, filtering the records where the difference is greater than 100. Then we generate a new field with this filter, and a value of yes is generated for records greater than 100. We then generate a new field with this filter, and a value of new is generated for records less than 100. Also, we can make a filter, either with the upper right panel or directly by writing the fields and the filter in the filter field. Then by clicking on the Extract button, we can obtain the filtered records in a new table. We can also enter a number of records, and by clicking on the Sample button, we can obtain a sample of random records, which can then be exported to Excel for analysis. With the To Excel button, we can export the resulting tables to Excel files to work outside the tool. Additionally, by right-clicking on each table, we can graphically view the history of the table, or see the Python code for that history. It is crucial to save the project. The tool allows you to automate tasks and controls using the Code button, which shows all the generated Python code, and with the Run button, you can update the entire project with a single click, which is essential for process automation of control. Finally, in the project folder, we find .audi.dat and a log file that cannot be modified to guarantee the integrity of the project. Also, we can see the exported tables in Excel files and the .py file that contains all the Python code of the project, ready to run in any Python work environment. Don't forget to save the project again. Thank you.